Hello, my name is Ben Lovegrove, and in this video I'm going to discuss the changing attitude of the media to unexplained aerial phenomena and UFO sightings. In the past 48 hours here in the UK, 4 things have occurred which lend weight to the idea that things are changing and that the media is showing signs of relaxing its knee-jerk reaction of ridicule. Taken individually, these events may seem of little consequence, but coming as they did in quick succession, perhaps this is an example of the whole being greater than the sum. The first was on The One Show on BBC One on the 7th of May 2019. For viewers who've never seen this programme, it's one of those early evening live programmes in which 2 presenters chat to guests and discuss topical issues. In this particular episode, they included a pre-recorded report about a UFO sighting and abduction case on August the 19th, 1992 on the A70 road in South Lanarkshire, Scotland. 2 men said they drove under a UFO which emitted a beam of light, and they described how they were taken aboard the craft and examined by greys. Their stories appeared to be verified by independent interviews while they were under hypnosis. The presentation was a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as it could have been. After this recorded segment ended, they cut back to the 2 presenters and their 2 guests, at which point one of the presenters expressed his belief in extraterrestrials and one of the guests agreed enthusiastically. The following day, the 8th of May, Jo Wood, the former wife of Rolling Stone guitarist Ronnie Wood, was a guest on The Steve Wright Show on BBC Radio 2. She recounted 2 UFO sightings both she and her husband had witnessed together, and she has now started a podcast called Alien Nation, in which she will be joined by celebrity guests to discuss UFO sightings and aliens. Also on the 8th of May, an article was published on unheard.com, in which the author recounts his sighting experience and mentions the 2 Brian Bender articles in Politico last month. See my previous video on this subject. He concludes this article by saying, "We must nevertheless keep an open mind and expect the unexpected." And finally, also on the 8th of May, the UK newspaper The Metro published an article with the headline, "Ministry of Defence urged to reopen X-Files and take UFO sightings seriously." This article explained how Nick Pope, former head of the MOD's UFO investigation desk, had written to the MOD urging them to respond to anomalous events in the UK's airspace in a way similar to the new guidelines issued by the US Navy. The article includes mention of ATIP's research into wormholes, anti-gravity and laser weapons, and it concludes with Nick Pope's suggested policy guidelines for identifying UFOs or UAPs. He lists the following explanations for most UFO sightings: foreign military activity, black projects, drone activity, misidentifications of known objects, and last, but by no means least, as yet unknown causes. But what is missing from this article is the usual jokey style and scoffing attitude. These are encouraging signs. If this subject becomes discussed openly, honestly and seriously within the mainstream media, then it represents a significant change in attitude. Of course, I expect the tabloid articles and the cynicism will continue for a while yet, but perhaps the days of laughing at witnesses are coming to the end. Perhaps, at long last, people will suspend disbelief just long enough to listen with open minds to what the witnesses have to say, and to give the subject the same critical thought and reasoned logic befitting such accounts, of which, if only a fraction turn out to be genuine close encounters, they will have the most profound effect on us all. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about the ideas I've expressed by posting a comment below. Please subscribe to my channel, as I will be making more videos on this and related topics.